Recording is started. So welcome everybody. This is our week 3, and today we're going to be working on reading as a scanning reading strategy. Now remember, we do have the vocabulary section of our course, but because of we used to have 6-unit course and it used to be 2 classes a week, and we're reduced to 1. So vocabulary, I'm going to ask for you to work on your own and ask me questions. And we're going to focus on the reading skills here, because that's really important for when you go to the university. So let me turn my video off so we can focus on what we're doing. Okay, so today we're working on scanning. And do I have somebody who would like to read? Go ahead and raise your hand if you'd like to read the slide for me. If you would like to read the slide, go ahead, Danielle, go ahead. Razia, I'm sorry, it's Razia. Go ahead, Razia.
Okay. Can you hear me, Miss?
I can hear you fine. You're perfect.
Okay, scanning. When you are looking for a specific piece of information in a text, scanning is a very useful skill that you use often in daily life. For example, you might scan a course listing, website homepage, or the inbox of a book. Practice in scanning will also help you reading. You will learn to recognize words faster and develop more flexibly in the way you move your eyes when you read.
Great. And practice scanning will also increase your reading speed. So that's also another good thing about scanning. Freshta, would you like to read this one?
Yes, I will read.
Oh, your internet's not so good.
How to scan.
Now it's okay.
Can you, how to scan. In this kind of reading, your eyes need to move quickly. They also need to move up and down and around the page, not just from the left to right along the lines of print. It's not actually necessary to read many words when you scan. You should read just enough of the text to find what you're looking for. How much you read will depend on the text you're scanning and the information you're looking for. There are 2 groups of exercises in this section: scanning for information on different kinds of text, scanning for keywords in a passage.
And scanning is also really important when you take a reading test, because you don't want to necessarily have to read the whole article. You just need to look to scan for the answers. Lita, would you like to read next?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Scanning for information. In these exercises, you will scan to find the answer to WH questions: who, what, why, where, when, and how. You may not know exactly what words to look for, but you do know what kind of information you need. For example, when, how many, where. Look for when, look for a time, day, or date. How many, look for a minute. Where, look for the name of a place. Some questions also include words that can help you. For example, which person, look for a name. What book, look for the title of a book.
Very good. Okay, so we're going to do this exercise. Let me give you the link in the chat. If you have a phone, you can scan the QR code, but if not, here is the link for the text. So you go click on that link and you should see the table of atomic weights. Let me know that you see that. Just say yes if you see it. Does the link work? No. Okay, let me try this. I think I need to put the HTTP. Try it now. I think that one will work. Click on that link and see if you see the. Okay, good. Razia can see it. Can everybody see it? All 20 of you, can you see it? Okay, everybody's seeing. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes to answer these questions. I have the questions here. Go ahead and see how much you get. We'll see how you do. You're scanning, okay? 2 minutes starting now. Use paper to write your answers. Halfway. Okay, stop. Put your pencils down. How many did you get? First, just tell me how many questions you got through.
Just 3.
3. So we have some more practice with scanning to do. Anybody else get more than 3?
No, for me as well. I just
4.
got the answers of
Guys,
3
you
of
got
them.
4. Looks like you're-
My internet connection was so weak. Now it's open for me.
Okay, Kinza got 4. That's good. All right, let's take a look and see if we can put the answer. So what are the 4 kinds of information given in this table? Go ahead and type in the chat box. 4 types of information given in this table.
About elements, symbol, atomic number, atomic weight, elements. 4.
4. Okay, what are the 4
Yeah.
kinds? Good. Yeah, but there are 4, but I asked what are the 4 kinds? So element, symbol, atomic weight, and atomic number. Good. What is the symbol for iron? Let's see who can fast put it in there.
Fe.
Fe. Yeah. Fe. Good. What is the atomic number for tin? 50. Good. Which elements have this is a lot. Number 4 is a lot. How many? Let's say how many have an atomic number of 100 or above, because there's too many to list them all. I think this should be how many have an atomic number of 100 or above. How many?
1.
There's more than 1.
Yeah, more than 1. 1, 2. I just want to count it.
I think there's more than 3.
3. I think it's 3.
3?
4. 4.
4, madam.
4 number. Yes, 4 number.
Okay, number 5. Which has a lighter atomic weight, zinc or lead? Put the answer in the chat box. The lighter atomic weight. Zinc, very good. We're not going to do number 6. Let's just do, let's do number A, because I don't want to spend too much time. What does the symbol AU stand for? AU.
Or gold.
Good. So, this is the thing. You have to practice this activity of scanning because it really gives you, it number one, helps your eyes move across the page better. And particularly because in Arabic, you go from right to left, right? And we go, in English, we go from left to right. So you have to train your eyes in the English method of scanning. And it's good practice. It's good for your eye muscles. It's good for your reading speed. So this is the kind of activity, if you can like time yourself and try to do this as much as possible, you'll increase your reading speed and you'll get better at answering questions on tests. So this was just an activity. We're going to do some more. We're going to do a little previewing now and a little scanning. So here is, I have a title, a publication date, and a photo. So what is the title? Go ahead, tell me, who would like to tell me the title? Anybody want to tell me what the title is?
She won't stop fighting for girls.
It's the whole thing. They shot at her. They forced her from her home. She won't stop fighting for girls. This is a newspaper headline. Sometimes newspaper headlines are really odd. They want to get you engrossed in the article from the headline. And when was this published?
Published it September 14,
September
2000,
Yeah, what year?
2023.
So it's very recent, right?
Yeah,
And it was updated on September 15th.
yeah.
Okay, so look at the picture. What information can you get from this picture?
It's like
Well,
a
she's
sunset, yes?
I see a brave woman who is standing very
It's-
straight.
And what is she wearing?
She wearing a
Sports
sport
clothes.
It looks like she's an
So-
athlete.
Looks like she's what?
Athlete.
Athlete, okay. And is there anything distinctive about the shirt she's wearing for you?
She looks like
Is
football.
she's a football player?
Okay. What country do you think she's from?
I think she's from Afghanistan
Why do you think that? Why do you think she's from Afghanistan?
because
it's
our
the-
national team jersey is red.
Canada?
Yeah, everybody's speaking at once, so I can't hear you. Why do you
Because,
think?
ma'am, our national team jersey is red color, so she is wearing a red color.
Good. Good thought. Picture is important here. Okay, what questions would you ask from this, what I just shared with you? What questions would you ask? Write them in the chat box so I can hear them. Everybody write at least one question you would want to ask about this article before reading it. Everybody has to write a question. There's 20 of you. I want to see 20 questions here. See, this is excellent stuff you're doing. These are great questions. This is what I think you don't actually do in the homework assignment because I think you read it first. But this is the kind of thing, if you do this first, you'll get a lot of thoughts out before you read the article. So we're going to read this article, not really read it. We're going to scan it. And I'm going to put you into, I'm going to try this. I hope it works. I want to put you into breakout rooms. And I'm going to ask you, I'll give you the link to the article in a minute. But I'm going to put you into 3 different breakout rooms and there's 20 people. So it's going to be 6 or 7 people in a room. And I'm going to put you in room 1, 2, or 3. Take a picture of this. So when you're in your room, you know what your question is, okay? Because everybody has a different question. This is a really long article. You do not have time to read it. You have to scan it for just the information I'm asking you for. So does everybody understand? You're going to either be in 1, 2, or 3. Breakout room 1, 2, or 3. And number 1, you're going to summarize Papal's advocacy efforts to evacuate Afghan players What challenges did she face? That's the only answer you're looking for. Do not try to read the article. You're going to scan it, okay? Breakout number 2, you're going to be, what is FIFA's stance on the Afghan women's national team? And breakout room number 3, you're going to identify 3 key individuals in the article. What are their roles and contributions to the Afghan women's national soccer team and gender equality efforts, okay? So do you understand the 3 questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you'll know which room you're in, okay? So you know which question to answer, and you're only going to have 10 minutes to find the answers, okay? Work together as a team to do this, okay? So shall I do the breakout rooms now? Oh, I have to give you the article. Let me give you the article. It's a really long article. I encourage you to read it completely at home later, but not today because we won't have time because we're scanning. Okay, I think this is the article. Click on it and see if you get the article. Let me know. And while you're doing that, I am going to take a screenshot because we have 20 people and that looks like who we're having today.
Mom, it's the same link as before. It's
It
the
is?
atomic weight.
Oh, okay, hold on. I did it wrong. What did I do wrong? Let me look. What did I do wrong? Did you try the QR code? Let me see. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out quickly.
Professor, it's the same link,
Yeah, that's what everybody-
atomic weight.
it's wrong link. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Take a standing break while I'm looking.
The QR code is working.
Okay, if you can do the QR code, if not, I will. I think I made a mistake and forgot to. Hold on, I should be able to get into my QR codes and find it. Because not everybody can get the QR code. Don't try to read the article if you have the QR code because it's really long. All right, here we go. I got it. Okay, here is the link. Can you guys, let me give you the new link.
The QR code is working.
Yeah, the QR code works, but if you don't know how to use a QR code, it's not going to work. I think that's the link. Try that link. Yes? Are we in?
Yes.
Okay, everybody's got it now? Okay, so what I'm going to do is put you into 3 breakout rooms. Remember, you're only looking for the answers to your questions, okay? You're not reading the whole thing and answering all the questions. It's going to be a big breakout room with about 6 to 7 people. Introduce yourselves, get to know each other. You have 10 minutes, okay? And then I'll bring you back and we'll talk about what you got out of it, okay?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here we go. Good luck. Go to your rooms. You should have your breakout rooms now. Make sure you join the room. Room 2 is doing good. Room 1 still is empty. Room 3 is pretty, okay, room 3 is doing better. Room 1 is pretty empty. Lita, Freshta, you guys got to go to your room. Okay, it's getting better now. Good. Hey, you have 10 minutes. It is 8:52, so I will, oh, it's not 8:52. It's 8:52 to me, but it's a half an hour difference for you. In 10 minutes, I will bring you back. I will bring you back in 10 minutes. No, that's the wrong one. Mahdi, Husna, Kinza, and Hadisa. Oh, you're not in your rooms. Hadisa? Oh, you guys are not assigned, okay. Yeah, I assigned you all to a room. So you should be able to go. Kinza, go to your room. You're in room. Yep, good. Mahdi, go to your room. You have 10 minutes, Mahdi. Everybody's coming back now. Let me share my screen. Were you able to find the answer to your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So who would like to speak for breakout room number 1? Your question is summarize Bhopal's advocacy efforts to evacuate Afghan players. What challenges did she face? Breakout room number 1, who would like to be the spokesperson?
If there's no problem, if my other roommate want, they can speak, and if they let, I can speak.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Ravina.
Ravina, do you want to speak? Ravina?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, the first question, that the challenges that she faced during her work in Afghanistan. First, for the first time when she was in a school, she tried to make a team for them. At a high school team, but on the first time she faced with the problem because her teacher slapped Khalda on the face and tried to expel her from the work. But Khalda efforts a lot, and she made a high school team. After 5 years, he joined with Afghanistan Football Federation, and she was, as a woman, she joined with women's national team. And after this, the situation got dangerous to her, because playing football with sportswear in a public, it's too dangerous for women in Afghanistan, according to our religious issue, because no one is allowed to show her body shapes with sportswear, and it was too dangerous for her, and not from terrorist people, but also our common people were against her, because no one allowed her to do like this. After that, the team when she made the team Afghan woman football team, the team in 2010 they just started up. They played NATO with NATO soldier in Kabul, and then when they speak to journalists, and Ms. Popal also denounced the Taliban. That after that, some of her teammates were treated and forced to be quiet because their family was under the threat of the people. After that, her father and her four brother were treated or were beaten by the gun and knives because the people said that you are not a real father or real brother, that your daughter do like this. After that, in 2011, when Ms. Popal also work as a head of finance and women's soccer and as the in the federation. It means it's the working of Ms. Khalida that he worked for the woman in Afghanistan. But beside this, she received most trade message, trade call, threatened calls that said that we will your family is under dangerous. We will not let let your family. After that, she want to leave Afghanistan. She leave Afghanistan to Denmark. But after leaving leaving of Afghanistan, one of her brother was beaten and killed by someone. After that, she want to live as a refugee. And she was supported by a company that named Homal. She support her and want to make a refugee refugee card for her and for her family to save her from the Taliban, from the people that were against them. And after that, when she leave Afghanistan, after that I think,
You know, Ravina, I can feel your passion, but you only are supposed to tell me about how she evacuated the Afghan players.
Yes.
I think you somehow read that whole article. I don't know how, in the short time you had. And you're doing a great job summarizing it, but I want to know about her efforts to evacuate the Afghan players.
Yes. She a team of liars, politicians, and human rights want to advocate join her to evacuate the players. She helped by some politicians, liars, and human rights advocates to evacuate for the players. Am I right, Mom?
Yes. And how did she get? And what challenges did she face?
Yes.
I think we have to go all the way down here.
When
somebody to mute. Ravina, is that you have children, Ravina?
I don't have children. I think one of my classmates is on mute.
Yeah.
No, I don't have.
All right. So what challenges you face getting the people out?
I didn't find this.
Okay, that was your question. Can anybody else in your group answer that question? What challenges did she face getting people out of Afghanistan, the team? Anybody in your group? I think it's here somewhere. Right here. Anybody? No? Okay, let's leave it and go on to number 2. What is FIFA's stance on the Afghan women's national team? This is a very simple answer. Room 2, would you like to answer?
Does anyone from our team want to answer, or should I go?
Go ahead, Marcel. Is that Marcel?
Yes, it's me, ma'am. So as far as I read and I scanned, I think that FIFA stands were not so positive. The only thing Popal asked for was to play like representing her own country. But FIFA didn't accept this idea because she said the FIFA told her that your federation within Afghanistan doesn't exist. So there is no women's team under the Taliban governing. So FIFA just didn't accept the idea of them playing representing their own country, and they wanted them to like play for Melbourne. That's what I studied. But eventually, after some time, after the story goes on, FIFA helps them and ban a person who was in charge of the FIFA team because of some case that they described. So it helps, but not in a way that they wanted. They were dreaming of representing their own country, but FIFA didn't allow them. So this was my take and our team's take.
FIFA denies them still today. FIFA denies them. Okay, great. So room 3, identify 3 key individuals in the article. What are their roles and contributions? Who would like to go for room 3? Mahdi, Noria, Razia, or Sharifa?
Can I speak, guys?
Go ahead.
Hello, madam. So the 3 key individuals in this section was Khalida Popal, Fatih Yousufi, and Malala Yousafzai. And what they did for gender equality was that Fatih Yousufi was goalkeeper of national team, and she was like a spokesperson or vocal leader for team, and she went to the universities, national conferences that were for human rights, and she emphasized for importance of opening doors for Afghan women to play soccer or to play sports. So in that case, Malala Yousafzai as well, which was a Nobel Prize winner and Pakistani activist, she joined with Khalida Popal and other women's national team members, and she went to World Cup, and she were used to talk with other players to make sure that they are going to stand with Afghan women, and she were trying to emphasize that football or soccer is a is an international game, and everybody should help Afghan women to evacuate and play their favorite game.
Very good. So what I want to say is, if you have a test and you have a reading that's as long as the one I gave you, and you have to answer the questions, you have to be able to scan the article. If you try to read the whole article, you won't be able to answer the questions, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
I hope you all like the article. It's brand new. It's just hot off the press. It's just a couple of weeks old, and it's about soccer, which is our theme this week.
Yes, ma'am, we liked it, and it spoke a lot of our feelings.
Yeah, it spoke to me as well, and it's like, wow, it's just like hot off the press. So you can read this on your own. She's an amazing woman. I wish we had more women like her promoting I want to use the word gender apartheid, that I feel like, I don't know if you know what that means, but it's a separation of the sexes, which is wrong because of 50% of the people in Afghanistan are women. So yeah, I'm not going to get political, but I thought this article was really good. So any questions? Do you feel like you have a better concept of how to scan now than you did before? I'm hoping the recording is on. I'm thinking it is. Do you have a better idea of, I mean, scanning is not easy, but it's critical for your university career. Any questions?
No, miss.
No, miss.
Okay, so you can see how hard it, I mean, that was a long article and I only gave you 10 minutes. So that's the kind of thing you need to be able to do very quickly, is to scan the article. Don't try to read everything. And I say that if you're going to take any TOEFL test or IELTS test, It's the same thing. You need to look at the questions first and then try to find the answers in the article instead of trying to read the whole thing. So I want to apologize about perusal. I don't know how that happened where you guys got assigned perusal. I didn't do that. And I'm really sorry that we took up so much time of last week trying to figure that out. I have since deleted that assignment, which I never made, but it was for whatever, I think everybody takes it or whatever. But now we are going to start using perusal. So I'm going to take you, most of you, the good point about the whole problem was that you all got into perusal. So you all know how to enter perusal, but can you see my screen? I'm going to take,
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to
Yes,
take
ma'am.
you to perusal. I want to show you. This is right, AUAF at InStructure. I want to show you perusal. I want to take you through it. I want to show you how it works. I want you to understand everything about perusal before we start the rest of this week.
But Professor, we log in perusal. We log in perusal. We commented, and we know a little bit perusal tips and tricks.
Some of you do. Some of you are totally confused, which I understand because it wasn't in. As far as I know, it was not an assignment that I made. I don't know how that happened. It really was like a shock to me. So
Yes, first it was not the assignment that you made, but it was really interesting, and we are excited to do it in your assignment.
yeah, and perusal is really fun, and it's a great. It's a way to make reading more social. So let me show you this assignment. Let me take you there, and I'll show you how the grading works. I'm going to show you my side of the assignment so you can understand how it all works. So let me just show you how this works, because I'm going to go to scoring, because I know it's really important to you, is how scoring works. You will not see this. This is the teacher side, okay? So perusal uses artificial intelligence. And I decide how the grades go. So what I have said, when you post your comment or your content, that's 60% of how you're going to get scored. Okay? So what you say, and I don't grade it, perusal grades it. So they have, they use AI to grade it, and it's quite good, but you have to have strong comments. Then when you open the assignment, excuse me, if you open it, you get 5%, okay? If you read it to the end, which perusal knows, you get another 5%. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing so much. If you engage with the assignment by clicking around, and let's look at what engagement means. So you have to spend 45 minutes on the assignment to get engagement. That's 15% of your grade. 30% is getting responses. So when you write something, if somebody responds to you, you get 30%. And in this case, you have to have 3 comments from your classmates. 0 upvoting. That's not important. And there's a quiz. If you do it, you get 5%. So if you add this all up, 60, 65, 70, 85, that's 115, 120 points. So you can get 100 points and get full credit, even if you don't do everything. Do you understand? It's more than 100 points here. But I don't grade it. Perusal grades it. That's what you need to know. It automatically grades it and gives you an assignment. So the quality of your posts, the quality of your comments are going to matter here. And in the Canvas course, you will see there's a videos from, not me, I didn't make the videos. One of our other teachers made the videos here. These 2 videos, can you see my screen? They will tell you how to get
Yes.
very strong points. So if you watch this one, what it is and how to use it, you probably know that already from my big mistake, which is actually not a mistake because you all got in there. The other one is how to write strong comments. And I want to say, I'm still seeing you're using the word dear. The word dear in English, D-E-A-R, is too informal. It is something you use only when you write a letter. You don't use it to talk to your classmates. I'd rather see you say Zara John than dear Zara, because we don't use that word ever for that particular purpose. And it's very, very, very informal, more like intimate relationship between a man and a woman. I love you, dear. You don't want to do that in a reading, in a discussion. So yeah, so watch these videos if you can. And then you have the first, so let's take a look at what kinds of comments. It's very detailed here. So we take a look here. I put this on the PowerPoint, but I think I'll just go over it. So you're going to make 6 different types of comments, and please go ahead and ask questions, because this is your time to ask questions. So when you read the article, you got to do an aha moment. In this comment, highlight a part of this article that you learned something interesting and relevant to your life. Explain why you find it interesting and relevant to your life. So that's the first comment, okay? The second comment is they call it a duh moment. In this comment, highlight a piece of information that you already knew before you read. Explain when or how you learned this information before reading. So you're going to read and you're going to say, I already knew that. Okay, that's the kind of thing you want to write about. How did you learn that? When did you learn it? Comment type number 3. What is this? In this comment, okay, this is where you're going to do a vocabulary word. You need to find one new, there are going to be more than one, but find one new vocabulary word that you have not seen before, or a vocabulary word that you have never used in writing or speaking. You can look up the meaning in the Learner's Dictionary, or, and I thought I had changed this, but I guess not. You can use the COCA, as I told you before, to find the meaning as well. So you need to look up a word, you need to write the definition of the word, and include the parts of speech, noun, adjectives, adverb, definition, and an original sentence of yours in the comment. Nobody's going to comment on that, but that's one of the things you have to do. Is that clear for everybody? One new vocabulary word.
Ma'am, I have a question. The COCA that you have given us, it's not working the same as you have shown us in the video. I mean, it shows that it gives us only the meaning, but not the complete definitions and which form is it.
Let me go. Let's stop there for a second. And I was taking somebody else through this earlier, so let me show you again, because it's not, it's, you know, it's, they want you to pay for it, but we're using it for free. So once you get an account, right, you log into the account, then you have to pick, where is it? You have to pick one of these. Where is it going? Hold on. Search. Let's go to search. And then you put in
Professor.
Yeah.
Professor, this is a free of cost. I mean, you can sign in.
I don't pay for it. I don't pay for it, but you have a few little things you have to go around. It works for free.
All right.
But sometimes there are problems. So let's go here. I put the word participate, for example, and I go to the word. And then here I click on see detailed info for the word. And then it gives me all this stuff. And you can hear the audio.
Participate.
You can see this is videos.
They expect and what they're willing to do when I ask them to participate. So it's a part of that listening step where you reflect.
So you can actually see how it's used. There's different different ones here. And then here you can see the clusters, how it works together. And here you can see sentences where the word is. So the thing is, and I don't see the step here. So let me go back and log in. So I go here, you got to get an account first. And then you go, where is it that we have to pick? We have to pick, I think I have to log out completely. because it's still logged in from earlier today. I want to show you what happens when you're not logged in. So I really love this tool. And I want you to love it too, but I have to get out of my account. Okay, let me just do this and see if I can.
Madam, there is written log out.
I didn't see it. Let me try this. You see log out? Oh, here, log out. Thank you. All right, let me try to log back in and see. Yeah, okay. Still take me back to where I don't want to be. Click on search and then type a word. Go to Word. See detailed info. Okay. This is why it's a little bit glitchy right now. Why isn't it not working? Okay, you need to get to the, okay, see history, problems with access. Browsing limit. Maybe I got my limit. Maybe I hit my limit. But I can get information on the word. All right, I'm going to try to go in a different browser because I think the problem is I was in here and I hit my limit. So let me just go to my other account. You have to be careful with the word coca. Okay. All right, this is what I was trying to get to. Before you get into your account, you have to pick what corpus you're going to use here. So I always pick this one, but if you're into British English, you could also do British English corpora. But I always do this one, American English. And then put in the word with the definition. And then the word. And then see the detailed info. And then you have to, I haven't logged in, so let me log in. It's a little glitchy, but once you get it going, what is my password? Let's see. No, I have to remember my password. Okay. Now I'm in and I should be able to search for a word. And then you get all the information and you can hear it. It's just so nice.
Definition.
And then you can see all the clusters, how it's used, and you can see sentences. So play around with it. I mean, you can use a dictionary too. It doesn't matter. But I really, 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 really like the corpora. I think it gives you more information than the dictionary. So if you have a problem, let me know and I can give you a special Zoom session and we can share your screen and help you with it, okay? If you really want to know it. If not, you can use the Learner's Dictionary. So comment number 4, you have to have a question about the article, something that you want to know more about. So you need to write a question. That's comment number 4. Comment number 5 is where you're going to comment to your classmates by stating why you agree with their comment or explain why you question what they have said. Remember, this is not a comment to critique your classmates' language use. The purpose of this comment is to further an interesting discussion. So you want to give a comment to your classmate that's going to create a discussion. And then comment number 6, that's the gist. In this comment, you will write 1 to 2 sentences about what you think the main idea of the article is. This should be written in your own words. Do not copy and paste from the title. So those are the 6 types of comments you're going to make. And Perusal is going to grade you. Let me go back to Perusal. Back to the scoring, because I really want you to understand this. Here we go. So here, you see, students earn full credits on this metric by submitting 6 high-quality comments. Now, I just went through all 6 of those, right? And you deduct 10% of this component if all comments are bunched together in a small area of the content. You have to go throughout the text, okay? Does that make sense to you guys? You're remembering that I'm not scoring this? You'll get
Yes, ma'am.
5% if you open it up 2 times. My thought is one time you read it and write your comments, and one time you open it up to respond to your classmates. So I'm asking you to do it at least 2 times. You'll get 5%. Here, reading to the end, it knows if you read it to the end or not. I don't know how it knows, but it's AI, so it knows. And then active engagement time, you need to spend a total of 45 minutes on the article. So you could do it in small pieces. I wouldn't suggest doing 45 minutes at once because it's going to know if you open it up once or twice. Options here, let's look at this one. Okay, we did that one. This is 30%. You need to write 3 comments that elicit responses from the classmates. I can move this to 2 for you guys for the first one, okay? I'll do it to 2. So when you write a comment to somebody, they have to have a response, 2 people at least. And then options here. If you do the quiz, you get the full credit. I'm saving the changes because I changed that. Does that make sense to all of you? This is a really cool program and you're going to be using it throughout your academic career. So we need you to learn how to use it now. Any questions?
No, miss.
Okay, so
We completely got it and we should just try it.
yeah, and you know, it's 3 points. So you'll either get a 1, 2, or 3. All right, so let's take a look at the week because we have the rest of the week going on and I have to open up the Canvas shell. So let's take, there's quizzes. There's a quiz this week. So I want to go over that with you before we leave. Let me just go in my view. So we're in week 3. We're here right now. So you have a quiz. And this quiz is going to be between 8 to 10 a.m. I haven't actually set this up, so let's do that right now. I'm very transparent with you guys. So it's due on Thursday. Thursday is the 21st, not at 11:59. It's due at 10 a.m. Do you have a class on Thursday at 10? You shouldn't, right? So it's going to be available on Thursday from 8 a.m. And you only have 15 minutes to do this whenever you start it to 10 a.m. Okay, so it's good from 8 a.m. till 10 a.m.
Miss, this quiz just is open from 8 a.m. till 10 a.m.
Yes, on Thursday.
Not before that.
No, just on 2 hours on Thursday. And you only have 15 minutes when you take it. And you can take it twice, but let's do the highest score. So you can take it twice. If you do it once and you feel like you didn't do very well, you can take it a second time and the highest score will be saved. But you have to do it between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., okay? On Thursday.
Okay.
Everybody understand? I'm gonna
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you need to do that because it's worth some points.
Sorry, madam, can you repeat? My internet connection was not working.
Yes.
Sorry so much.
That's okay. So you have a quiz on Thursday. It's the AWP lessons 1 to 4 that we just studied. And here I have a game for you to play if you want to practice before Thursday. You can play the review game. People have told me it's really helpful. When they take the review game, they get 100% on the quiz. It's very similar, but it's not the same. So there's a review game here, but we have a quiz. You have to take it. Let me show you again. Between 8 a.m. on Thursday to 10 a.m. You only have 15 minutes, but you can take it 2 times. And your highest score will count, okay? Is that
Yeah, madam.
everybody okay with it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, and the other thing is, this is just a practice activity. It's only
Can
gonna-
we take the quiz on the phone?
I wouldn't recommend it. I do not recommend using Canvas on the phone. We have a lot of problems with that. If you can possibly get a computer for that quiz, it would be better.
Professor,
Okay.
this quiz on the September 21st, or we can take or write the quiz before 21
No.
September.
Only 21st between 8 and 10. I'm asking you if anybody has a problem with that.
Oh, all right.
Because your class is from 8 to 9, so you should be open that time. But I'm giving you from 8 to 10 to do it. It
Okay.
takes 15 minutes. You can do it twice. If you do the vocabulary review game first, you will get idea of what the quiz is like. It's worth, let's go back here. It's worth 15 points, 15 points. Okay, now this reading practice is just an attendance. There's 0 points. It's just practice with scanning, which is good for you. So that's what you have left to do besides these 2 things. And the perusal is the big one, okay? That's the one you need to spend a lot of time on. Now, you don't have to do perusal right away. Perusal, let's look at this assignment settings. So I thought I put it in here. But it's due. So it's due the 25th, which is Monday. That's when you have to be completely finished. It opens on Thursday. It'll open after class. But so on the 21st, and the 22nd, you should be reading the article and making your 6 comments or 5 comments, because one's for your partner. And then 23, 24, 25, you can comment on your partner's work, okay? So it's not the final comments. I'm not going to grade you until Monday, the 25th, but you need to put your comments in Thursday, Friday, I would say Saturday at the latest. And then Sunday, Monday, you can comment on your partner's work, okay? Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah, we got it, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to make sure everything is clear and that I'm transparent so that you guys don't have any problem with your grades and that you can just focus on doing the activities, because there's a lot of work and it gets more and more and more as we go through. So that's it for me. Do you have any questions? You should not have a problem with perusal since we already had all those problems. And I'm going to open all these up. I'll put the PowerPoint here, and I'll put the recording of the class. And then this is what you have for Thursday. This is the big one right here, the perusal. I know it's only 3 points, but it's a critical skill. So in the future, when you go to the university, if you don't know how to use perusal well, you're going to lose points. And I want to make sure you know that. So even though it's only 3 points, it's critical. This one is vocabulary. You'll be able to do it if you practice the review game. It'll be no problem. But don't forget to take it because it's worth 15 points. If you don't take it, you're not going to get 15 points, right? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Do I, so I had 20 people. Do I have more than, I have 22 now. Let me take the attendance again. Because I think like I have more people now. If perchance you get an email saying you didn't attend and you attended, let me know. But I think I got everybody in this one, 22 of you. Any questions at all? Shall I stop the recording and then you can ask questions you don't want on the recording?